What is this right here?
All right, that is the rotor. This is a permanent magnet.
Permanent magnet's a rotor.
It's a magnet. It's called a rotor.
Called the rotor.
This is called the stator.
The stator.
This thing together is called the MG2. So this is actually a motor generator too, because there's two motors in there.
So this is for regen braking.
This is for regen braking.
Get out of here.
This is MG2, which is actually connected directly to your wheels.
So this is connected to my wheels.
Every time you apply the brakes, when your tires are turning, this rotor is turning.
Okay.
When you apply the brake, what the computer does, it takes this magnet, since it's spinning, the magnetic field is spinning through this coils, it starts to use this current that's being generated here. If you don't use the current, it's just sitting there. It's not causing any resistance.
Correct.
But as soon as you start to take this current and start to store it somewhere, it becomes harder and harder for the magnetic field to go through these windings. Because you're using that energy, right?
Right.
You know, energy is not free, right? So as it's taking this energy from here, electric current, and storing it in the battery, it becomes harder and harder for the tires to turn, or this rotor to turn. And what that rotor does is it stops your car, because there's resistance. If I would actually put this inside and have it exactly center and have everything fixtured, and if I put like a crank on this, I would be able to turn it nice and easy. As soon as you short these out, that magnet would lock up.
Lock up?
Yes.
Wow, and that's all aside from engaging the brake pads.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, you apply the brakes lightly. It doesn't even apply the brakes. All you're saying is I want to apply the brake. It's measuring the force that you're putting on the brake pedal, and what it's doing is actually just taking the current that's already here, electricity that's already here. It's actually starting to flow the current into the battery, and it stores it into the battery.
Now, which battery we're talking about? We're talking about
the hybrid battery.
The hybrid battery.
34 cells that are in your back seat, or behind your back seat.
Okay, the trunk.
Yeah, and it's CVT. So yeah, this is your MG1.
Wow.
Then you have an MG2, which is located inside the front.
So that's the MG2 in there.
Yeah, this is MG1 in here. The MG2 is over there.
Oh, that's the MG2, and this is the MG1.
That's hardwired to your wheels.
Hardwired to the wheels. I've never seen anything like that.
So basically, that one rotor goes here. The rotor is hardwired to your wheels. So when this turns, this turns. Your differential turns. This turn. I can't turn them separately. I'm trying. I can't. You see, they're hardwired together. They do change the direction, but still, it's turning together. There's no clutches. It doesn't get disengaged. It's just moving together. You got a planetary gear set right here. So the way this works is this connects to your engine.
Okay.
This connects to MG1.
MG1.
This connects to MG2, which is also connected to your wheels.
MG2, which is this thing right here, connected to the wheels.
And
the way it works, this is better than National Geographic, bro.
Yeah. No, and then the way it works is this is called a planetary gear set. Okay. A planetary gear set is basically you got a sun gear, you got a carrier, you got a ring gear. Okay. If you hold one. So I am holding the carrier at this point.
Correct.
I'm spinning the I'm spinning the sun gear.
Correct.
And you're getting driven out of the other. Okay.
Wow.
If I would hold this and I would drive this, I would get a different gear ratio. You see, I'm spinning it slowly. That's spinning very fast.
Right.
If I would actually hold this, spin this will spin very slow. So this would be something like. This is the engine turning. So if MG1 was spinning it right now, this is spinning very slow. This would be like first gear.
Wow.
Okay, so engine is turned off. MG1 is spinning. MG2 is also spinning, and that's how your wheels are turning. And this is being held. Something has to be held. So this is being held by the engine.
Correct.
So,
and that's pretty much the whole harmony, I guess we could say, right?
This is CVT. There's no clutches. Nothing gets disengaged. Everything is connected all the time. There's no belts. There's no chains. Nothing to brake. These are thick gears. That's why these transmissions are solid. I did find one fault. This trans was obviously bad. That's why it's hard.
Now, can I say this is regen braking? I'm assuming this is a energy efficient vehicle that it belongs to. Some form of a hybrid, maybe.
This is from a Toyota. This is from a 2009 Toyota Camry.
Really hybrid.
Yes, this is off of a 2009
2K9
Toyota Camry. Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. Yeah, when you're turning a generator and you're storing that energy, that generator becomes harder and harder to turn.
Would you say that this is preferable over traditional classical brake pads and all that? It seems more complicated to maintain it.
Much less complicated.
Really?
This is so simple. This is very simple. No, they didn't make a flaw in it, okay? They riveted this damn plate onto here, and it's aluminum steel, and it comes loose, and it grinds up. Once it grinds up, it chews up the stator. The stator. It chews up the stator inside.
Oh, I see
right
that.
There, some silver metal and all that. And it causes an internal short, which is also hard to diagnose. But yeah, that's... because you can't really measure this.
Why is classical traditional harder?
Because, as I just explained to you right now,
Yeah.
even the automatic transmission, which is in every car, has the same planetary gear set.
Sure.
But for example, this shaft is connected to, let's say your sun gear is connected to your output shaft, connected to your input shaft, and also connected to a band that can hold it in place. And there's 3 clutches that are actually engaging those 3 and separating those 3. And then you have 2 planetary. It's much more complicated.
It's more.
how it works,
It's more complex,
it's
right?
Much more. You're getting torque because you have to get torque multiplication. The way you're multiplying torque here is by having 3 things that can drive it. You have 3 separate motors. So if you apply all 3 at the same time, you're getting 3 times the torque.
So not only is this easier, according to just what you just said, but it's safer too, right? As braking.
Well, I wouldn't go safer.
Oh.
But I would say is definitely
is there greater
more,
stopping power?
Yes, because you're also got 2 different types of stopping power. You also have the traditional brakes that is there, and you also have the electrical brakes or the Regen that's there. So you have more braking power.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I gotta tell you that when I've ever since I've owned this car, I've always felt like it's had better braking power than any of my past vehicles.
Yeah, because you're not,
you know what I'm saying?
You're not necessarily using the brake pads. You're stopping using this coil.
And this thing is magnetized, and it's.
Yeah, I would. This is a very strong magnet. As you saw me try to pull it out.
I saw that. That was crazy.
This thing is strong. Yeah, if I put my finger here and just make this fall, my finger would start bleeding. It's strong. Be careful. This will.
I see that.
To that. Well, it's on the roller part, so.
On the roller
make
part.
it fall flat.
Oh my gosh.
That thing is super strong.
And this is not even magnetized, but it's already
Exactly.
it's pulling from this.
These are just little metal sheets.
Wow.
See, these are called earth magnets. These are like very strong magnets. But yeah, that's the automatic, or I should say, CVT transmission in a nutshell. Toyota CVT.
I gotta say, I'm not trying to sound like a wuss or anything, but that was extremely interesting.
Yeah, let me show you where the energy is stored.
That is so interesting. We're gonna see where the energy is stored, guys. Right? So I gotta point it down because I don't want nobody seeing your shop.
No, that's fine. I actually.
You want the business.
You know what? Hey,
you want the promotion.
We're making a video here. But yeah, this is the hype. This is a Prius. This is a battery off of a Prius. This is a battery out of a Camry.
Oh my goodness! Wait a minute.
So
is this what's in the back of my car?
This is your hybrid battery. Yes.
This
sir.
is my hybrid battery.
Yes,
Get
you
out
have
of town.
Batteries, small battery packs, which have 6 cells each, and you have a lot of power, or a lot of energy that is stored in here.
Oh my
goodness. It's a nickel metal hydride battery, and the good thing about nickel metal hydride, the reason Toyota uses them, because they charge real fast and they discharge real fast.
Wow.
They don't have a lot of capacity, but it can do it. It can take in real
at fast rates.
Yeah. You know, they do get old and they do go bad, and that's why we rebuild them here too. So.
That's right. I just want to get on video. You're one of the few guys that I know who's a certified hybrid battery rebuilder.
Yeah.
You can rebuild them legit at a fraction of the cost. You're not going to charge, $5-6 grand or whatever.
Yeah,
so
no.
We're not going to talk numbers on camera, but
yeah, no. I mean, every car is different.
But you're. I'm telling you, that's amazing. What am I looking at?
Yeah, that's all our equipment, all the cells and whatnot.
I'm going to go ahead and stop this right now.